Oh, this is so bad. I wonder if I can edit that. So, alright, Khleo is on his way back. He needed to go for changing meter. I'm sorry, you guys, once again, for the delay and everything, since I'm over here. Let's see if this is right. Might have to move y'all, actually. Let's try over here.
Flying. How we looking?
Good, we're good to go.
Yeah.
It just took a lot to try
good.
to fucking figure it out.
It's all good.
Alright, let me make sure we're good.
Do
I just want to make sure you're in the shot. Alright.
Alright.
Okay, let me go ahead and get the lag on. Alright, and go ahead and do that. And go ahead and test out your mic and make sure that
Mic,
it's
check. 1. No, so what you gotta do is, you gotta hit this fucker down here on the transport. Boom.
There we go.
Mic, check. 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4.
Yeah, I think I got a song. Yeah, and mine is just hella low.
So listen, I'll wait for you to start.
Alright, I mean, we're good. We should be.
Mic, check. 1, 2. Okay, that's a little bit more. Let's bring down this mic.
Yeah.
Some right
Don't
here.
really can't see me.
Bring down this one.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Now that we've got these
Mic check. 1, 2.
technical difficulties out of the
IG Live. What up? What up? What up?
I gotta get IG on here. Alright, so go ahead and introduce yourself, go ahead and go for that.
I go by the name of Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living himself, aka Slick James, AKA slicker than your average.
AKA Mr. Snapchat Rant King.
Yeah, I do have that title currently. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, so welcome to my podcast. Thank you again for
very honored to be here.
I'm the one that's honored.
No,
That
honored
is,
to be
it
here.
is all mine. The pleasure is all mine. All right, so we'll just go ahead and kick it off. As far as my podcast, if anyone doesn't know, I know a lot of people are very curious about it. It's pretty much for like young creators, people who are within my age group, young millennials, between the ages of 20 and I want to say I give about 30. So if you don't mind, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Slick Living.
Slick Living originally was just a name of a mixtape that I came up with off the bat, and it has turned into its own presence, its own thing. It has its own heartbeat and everything like that. People relate to it. People help build it, and I believe the brand is for the people, from the people. So it's been very interesting to see how just 2 words can mean so much to a lot of people, including myself. Like, you know, I've always wanted to have a thing, and now I have a thing.
Yeah, and it's a real thing.
And it's a real thing, so it's great to see it all, continue to build and continue to gain momentum, and I look forward to everything that I got planned in the future for it.
All right. So did you start with clothes originally, or did you? Because my first impression of Slick Living was Slick Living TV. That's where I first saw it,
nice.
And then I got on the clothes, but we'll get into that a little bit later. All right, so let's actually talk about Slick Living TV first, because the apparel, because y'all are going to go to the website, and it's going to be gone.
It's going to be gone.
So we'll circle back to that.
Cool.
All right.
So starting with Slick Living TV, I had noticed, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe even longer, people were on Twitter, just always hitting either me or hitting other people for shout-outs when it came to their music.
Right.
Or something that they were trying to promote. Now, I understand what, a look or a tweet out from certain, people of a higher caliber, what it can do for your brand. I understand that. But I wanted to help people build their own brand organically. I wanted people to be able to not think you have to rely on someone else's look in order for you to be a success, and you to slowly build up what you want to give to the world and what you want people to see. So I decided to give people a platform and a spotlight. I built up the Slick Living TV Snapchat profile to a few thousand people now, and these are brand new eyes on you. These are brand new people who you get to sign on to the Snapchat profile for a full 24 hours, and I think that's what's most important, is people got to be able to connect with you.
Right.
If you're an owner of your own clothing line, if you're an inspirational speaker, if you're a chef, if you're we've had a chef on there.
I saw that.
Yeah, we had Trendy Chef on there. That was pretty fly, man. And people sign on for the full 24 hours, and you get to answer questions and show off whatever it is that you're doing. So we had a sneaker customizer on there whose sales went through the roof after he showed what he was capable of doing.
Yeah.
So I was able to help that build, and that's dope to me, because I knew that feeling at a time of feeling like I need someone else's look to help.
Right.
No, I don't. I don't need it. I can build this myself. If I can find the right avenues and get more brand new eyes on what I'm doing, I can build it.
Right.
So that's what it's been about.
All right, so hold on. I'm going to move away for a second. You keep on talking. I got to plug in my Mac. It's definitely dying.
All good.
All right,
All good.
So next up, we'll go ahead and talk about the apparel. So what was the first piece that you put out?
The very first Slick Living apparel piece was, it was a white and black. I did 2. It was a white shirt and a black shirt. And it was the YSL logo, but just without the Y. Right? Okay, so I dropped that. And then 6 months later, Yves Saint Laurent announced that they're just going to be called Saint Laurent now. So then they started dropping the SL shirts. And I was like, get the hell out of here. I was ahead of the curve.
So dope.
That's crazy. So that happened, man. That was the very first shirt that we dropped. It was a part of the merch line for when I was on the road on tour. And then we came with the hoodies. And then we came with the the Club Miami colorway of a shirt that was like that hot pink and hot blue. and it had different designs that I felt helped promote the brand of Slick Living. So it's that's what it was, man. I know you got your Instagram live going right now, so we're gonna do this. So, guys, listen, I'm on her. Wait, I'm looking crazy. I am on her podcast right now. I'm gonna put her name right here. Click on her at name, and then click on her profile photo so you can come and watch this podcast live right now.
Gang, gang.
Right now. Cool. So we're going to put that up, and then we're going to continue on.
All right.
So what other questions you got for me?
All right. So with the apparel, because since now we're on that, let's talk about how mad I was the first time I went on there and I saw the I Feel Like Zero dad hat and it was gone. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. No, I'm just joking. But see, all right. So before I moved to the West Coast, of course, I lived on the East Coast, and that's where I've said several times that's where I first saw you. So living on the East Coast, the challenge was okay. Slick Living is dropping today. I got to keep up with the time because there's a time difference. They're 3 hours ahead. So I was like, okay, da-da-da-da-da. And then I would get to the end of my day. Oh, snap. And it's gone.
Yeah.
So you just recently put up where you can get a newsletter.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to go ahead and say that for everybody who goes to the site and you're looking, because he does you greasy, low key, and leaves the picture up there.
No, come on, man. I gotta show what it is that they come to see, but I get you.
I'm just joking. But yeah, so you can see everything pretty much from the past, right? Yeah. That's up there. So I would definitely, if you like anything that you see, definitely subscribe to the newsletter. I definitely, and I'm glad that you did that. And also, this is how I'm going to segue into what I really want to talk about. We're going to talk about, he don't restock, y'all. This does not happen. But we had a very record-breaking day yesterday that triggered an immediate restock.
Yeah. Man. I started going in on about a subject. I like you said, I have these rants and I just go. And it triggered something in me to be like, you know what? I'm going to just put a shirt out right now. Y'all keep playing about it. I'm going to put a shirt out. And because I'm seeing people are agreeing with me. And it's a very particular subject that a lot of people on both sides seem to be very passionate about.
Most definitely.
So I didn't even put the design up first. I said I was going to do it. And then the people said do it. They were like, we want it. So I said, all right, cool. Then I put the design out an hour later.
Get the wrong person on.
Exactly. So then I put the design out. It sold out in an hour, and I didn't expect that. I did not.
I just want to sidebar. I got mine within the first hour. I got mine within the first hour. I saw it, and I was like, click them, and I got them, and I put it in my pocket, and then like literally 10 minutes later, you were like, yo, this has sold out within an hour. Yeah. Like, verbatim, like, I did not expect my day to go like this.
I did not expect it. I didn't expect for me to just be talking about something and then it catch fire like that. And to see that it went out in an hour, I'm like, oh, that's nuts. Okay. And I'm seeing comments of people talking about how they didn't get a chance to get it. We want it. Where's it at? Called my business partner. Yo, what do you want to do? Because this isn't the norm for us. We don't restock nothing. My brand was built off exclusivity. I'm a collector of things. I enjoy having all these different things in my collection that I know are limited edition. It's just only probably me and maybe at most 2,000 other people in the world have.
Right.
That brings me joy. I've collected toys and I got a freaking Lucky Charms, all marshmallows box in my house that I collect,
I saw that. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna be a little crazy when you saw that. I was like, but that's only because I've been watching you for so long. So it was like, I think 1 year on your birthday, you were like, somebody just send me a jar of just charms. Yeah. And someone did that.
Someone did
that. And then for basically a couple of years later, once again, Mr. I don't know that I'm setting a trend, but I'm setting a trend type of situation. Then they let out the exclusivity of just charms. And you freaked out.
I went nuts. I'm like, this is crazy. I want one. And they sent one to my house. I had no clue that was coming. So that's what my brand was, built off, exclusivity. And after seeing the reaction of that particular release, I said, okay, well, it's for the people.
Right.
They're the ones that asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let them have it.
Right.
And we said, boom, go.
All
so
right.
I gave them 24 hours, and I think 24 hours is up, so they're probably gone. I think it's up now.
So y'all late. Y'all sleep.
Nah,
y'all real sleep.
Y'all gone now.
But it's a dope. Y'all gonna see me wear it because I'm a rock it. But
I love that design.
Yeah, I love it too.
I
think it's so dope. Like, I think that it'll look the flyest, like, for like college students. Like, that's the first thing that I saw it on, was college students walking around these universities with the layout. Basically is a black tee, and it says woke, but then there's a strike through and says aware in red. So I want to describe that for everybody, and we're going to talk about the rant that triggered this release.
Yeah.
All right, so this might be a very difficult topic for a lot of people. Like we said, a lot of people are definitely passionate on both sides about it, and basically the rant that triggered this was the topic of racism and hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
So my 2 cents on it is this. I believe that people like you and I feel passionate about it because we are of mixed race.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people misunderstand how we are, like, outcast. Mm-hmm. And my 2 favorite examples of it is Stacey Dash, number 1, and then the chick's name that you started the rant in on yesterday. What was her name again?
Amanda Seales?
I think so, yeah. So everybody knows Stacey Dash. So Amanda, if you do not know who she is, if you watch TV, which everybody does, the commercial that's for Truth, she's on that commercial where she's talking about for ending smoking cigarettes, and how tobacco companies like target people that live in poverty. Mm-hmm. She's on that commercial. She was also in a lot of different things, I believe.
Yeah, I believe she, back in the day, she used to be a part of MTV. I think she was a TRL host at a time before that. And do you watch Insecure?
No.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I believe she is a part of that show.
Yeah, she is definitely on Insecure.
Yeah, so she's
doing
the thing.
She's a light-skinned woman. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to see her and Stacey Dash of course is a light-skinned mixed woman. So there are 2 extremes for me. Mm-hmm. One extreme is all the way kind of like almost against black people. Mm-hmm. And the other side is all the way kind of against white people. But at the same time, you have to remember, these are mixed people. Mm-hmm. And people don't understand, when you're mixed, you almost have to pick a side to stick with. But at the same time, within the black community, you're outcast. It's like, all right, so I saw a post, right, the other day. It said, if the Black Panther movement was to start up, would you join? And I was like, no. And I hope the homeboy that this post was, if you see this ain't no shot to you or anything like that. But I said no. You know, his first comment back to me was, "Are you even black?" Mm.
Yeah.
That was exactly my reaction. Yeah. It was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
nice try.
Yeah,
but that just, like, pretty much rolls off my back now at this point. So it's like, when it comes to, and I was like, a better question would be asked, why did I say no? Mm-hmm. That's a better question to ask, but yes, I'm most definitely black. But, to each its own. But mm-hmm. Nice shot, though.
Agree.
Like, that, and that's exactly what I said. And he was like, it was a serious question, blah, 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 but I've heard it so many times that it's like, no, that really wasn't a serious question. Like, you really felt some type of way about me saying no.
You did.
And so it seems like the black community always wants you to be pro-black, but at the same time, like how you said before, it's all jokes. Mm-hmm. The rest of the time. Mm-hmm. Oh, yo light skin ass, yo house nigga ass, yo transparent ass, da 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 da, so on and so forth. But when it comes to real matter, like things that really matter when it comes to racism, now all of a sudden, now I'm black. Now I'm with y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We together now. We are, but the rest of the time, it's all I'm on the outcast. So I'm too white to be black, and I'm too black to be white.
Yep.
I don't practice self-hate.
Mm-mm.
And I know that I have white in me.
Mm.
So I'm not going to hate white people.
Nope.
I refuse to. Now, yeah, given seeing certain things agitate me when it comes to white people. And that's just because I'm mixed. So I identify with my black side. And as far as the history goes, that makes me upset. But I let it go and I move on.
Mm.
But I'm not going to hate white people. That's not, I don't have no hate in my heart.
Mm.
And I feel like the guy was definitely trying to get to a point where it was like, I'm not willing to do anything for my people. And that's a lie, because I am. But I'm not going to guide them from one leader to another.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would rather make people aware so they'll become their own leaders and spread that same knowledge. Now, we're going to flip to Stacey Dash.
Mm-hmm.
This is a person that black people were, oh, you're practicing self-hate, da-da-da-da-da-da. But when, let's go back to what I said before, when someone who's mixed is like, oh, well, fuck white people, that's not practicing self-hate either.
Agreed.
Like, think about that for a second, you know?
Agreed. No, agreed.
And so those are the two extremes where it's just like I feel like both of these people are expressing in one way or form self-hate because they're choosing to forget about the other half or the other quarter or whatever mixture they're with. So I wanted you to go ahead and I'll let you go ahead on that. That's a lot of information to digest. What's your take on it?
It's all messed up, bro. It's all, and I've said it all at this point. I've put it all out there in the world, and you know, I think this really. I told myself years ago I would never step into that realm of politics, religion, and race. Those are three things that happened in this world that we will never be able to get on the same page of. There's too many people in the world, so we're not all going to get along about it. We're not all going to be on the same page about it. Everyone has their own views. Cool, and that's fine. The problem with it is when it becomes that type of things where, you know, you identify as a black person and we accept you. Oh, the Rock. Oh yeah, he black. He's black. Yeah, they're quick to when someone's black and they may know it. Oh yeah, no, they black, bro. They rock with it. Yeah, that's what it is. But then the jokes be going at the same time. So which one is it with y'all? Is it only? It's only when what's the word for that? It's only when it appeases you guys at the right time that, I can be black at this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only be black at this moment. But other than time, because my skin's not dark enough, I can't say shit. Okay, so let me I'm supposed to just bow out?
Yeah.
No. The crazier part to me about it is the fact that we are now going into a generation, like, yes, because of how things are where everyone can see it now and you can hear everyone else's opinion through social media because it runs the world, it influences everything else. These rallies have been going on for years. All these, these race rallies that are going on in Charlottesville, and these have been going on for years, but you didn't see it so prominent because people weren't showing up with cell phones to show you and their followers what they're about to go get into. I'm not saying that that's right. I think that we are getting to a place now where you see people like us, mixed. And like you said, there's two extremes. You got like the Amanda girl, you got the Stacey Dash girl, and it's like, wow. How can the world affect a person mentally that much? I don't have anything against either one. I don't, like, y'all, that's how you're choosing to live your life. Live your life. You're not out here physically harming nobody, both of you, so it's fine.
Right.
The people who are out here ready to go lynch, a black man is crazy to me, but that's just how it is. And so let's get back to the aware or woke thing. I think that the word woke had been overused, drowned out, and it became slang for whatever the hell it originally meant.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it meant a stage of enlightenment. That's what I'm pretty sure it meant. And I started joking about it. I'm like, you fools is not woke. Y'all lucid dreaming.
Right.
Y'all sleep like this, and that inner you comes out and is staring back right at you. But I watched The Matrix almost 100,000 times, like all three of them. So I kept making a joke about y'all being plugged in, bro. Y'all still plugged in. You're plugged in. I don't want to hear that woke stuff. Miss me with it, bro, because it became a thing to almost belittle anyone who, like how he was coming at you. You're not willing to join the Black Panther movement? Oh, you ain't woke. You're not really black. You're not woke. You're not willing to go to war for it. War? That's where we're at in life now. We're at war now we're gonna have a race war in 2018. Come on, bro. Miss me with that, man.
Yeah.
Miss me. So the word aware is always what I felt like. You know what, man? I don't have to be woke. I can look at this world and be like, this is all happening. And there will be a time where maybe I can say something that'll change a person's mind or change the heart of the world. Michael Jackson was saying that years ago. Years. We literally saw a black man go through these changes and then have this white skin.
Mm-hmm.
And who was shooting the jokes?
All black people.
Who was shooting the jokes?
All day black people.
The vitiligo thing. They can say, oh, it's made up. I'm sorry, one of the biggest models in the world has vitiligo. Winnie has that, and she looks, and she's getting
phenomenal,
praised.
And I'm so glad because I know a lot of people who are struggling, with that, and definitely looking at themselves and like, am I beautiful?
Absolutely.
And then what happens to them when it's like, yeah, I'm black, but then people who are ignorant and not ignorant in like the slang version, like the actual textbook definition of not knowing, are like, okay, she must be mixed. Well, no, she's not. She's black, but she has this, and and that's how it is. So it's just like at the same time, when I break down exactly how I'm mixed, people are like, okay, because my mom is half. Half. My grandmother's white, my grandfather's black, and then my father is black. So when they look at me, first of all, they used to think I was albino.
Really?
I still get that.
People think you're albino.
Albino. And it's just like, do you not see this color in my hair right now? Do you not see this? I have pigment color in my eyes as well. And fuck you, because I'm light, all right?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. The jokes were shut. It's all jokes.
All day.
It's all jokes.
All day. But it's like, what's crazy is as soon as you go after a darker skinned person or a brown skinned person.
Oh,
Lord.
You racist. Oh, man. We can shoot. Don't shoot at us because we've been oppressed. Don't shoot at us. I'm sorry, but I was just black
2 seconds ago.
2 seconds ago. But if I say something about you, it's not okay. Whatever, bro. I'm not here for all that, bro. And it's just very interesting because I told this to somebody. They're doing the best job of segregating at this point.
Oh yeah.
You're doing the best job at
dividing,
isolating. Just you guys are doing the best job at that shit. There was a time before where it was everyone on that side was getting isolated. All of you. Oh well, now you know what? We isolating everyone over there, including
us.
Us. But we was just black, but y'all want to rah for black people when we do well. When we own, hey man, you black, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, bro, don't speak on that.
No.
Okay. Whatever, man.
And I think a lot of things that definitely have contributed to this new age thinking is the fact that now they're starting to really make motion Hollywood pictures about things that have happened so long ago. And, well, it's not really that long ago. And I think that's one of the things that people do definitely forget, that it's not that long ago. It's not that long ago. And I think the reason why everything is coming to the surface now as far as when it comes to race is because those people are starting to die off. So that means your grandparents. That's how close it is. People's grandparents were in the civil rights movement. So I think people forget about that. Like, people still have grandparents that were hoes, that were bitten by dogs, and so on and so forth. And so since those people are dying off, and there's so much kind of awareness, but kind of still people ignoring it, it's not as much hate. But it's like hate got exchanged for ignoring. And so, since there's no hate, just people just ignoring the issue of race and so on and so forth, and always using that, oh, I'm not racist, I have such and such friends that are blank. That's a racist comment. What does that have to do with anything? Why did you need to bring that up? And so, people, I think that's why this is coming so close, and coming out like this. So, since we're in the day and age of, like you said on one of your snaps, is freedom of speech. So That's the beautiful thing about it. I can say now, I can say, or anyone can say as a black person, walk right up to a white person and punch them dead in their fucking face, and now if it's supported right, it'll get support. Like the black person won't just be beat to all hell. Like they might get some support. Like before, where it wasn't like that. But my whole thing about it is, look how long it took for them to start making these films. Do you see them making any type of film about what's going on right now? No.
Nope.
No.
I mean, what was the film that Michael B. The Fruitvale Station? I think is the only one that's kind of in that realm. But that was that was
that was small screen.
That was
still.
police. That was police and the African Americans in America. So that may be the only thing that comes to mind about it. But I do agree that it's there's a disconnect, man, and the freedom of speech thing. It's like, which are we gonna choose? Are we gonna choose freedom of speech where everyone is able to say what they want, have a sense of humor, and not get ready to go to war over every little thing? Or are we all just going to have a race war against everyone? You can't say nothing about a black person, white person, Asian, Latin. Don't nobody talk about nobody. On a public scale, don't say nothing. Stay amongst yourselves. Don't say shit.
That's the death of comedy.
That's the death of comedy. That's the death of any type of, like I appreciate all different cultures. I appreciate it. Genuinely. Yeah. I find women from all cultures beautiful.
Most definitely.
I see Asian women fine. Fine Asian women. I see white girls fine. And watch, just because I said white women fine, I'm going to get my head decapitated off of that. Like, I've always dated mixed and black women my entire life. I've always dated mixed and black women. Never dated a white girl. I've never dated a Latin chick or an Asian chick. Never have. I find them beautiful, but that's just not my taste. That's just not where that's not where I would like to choose to put any time or effort really in.
Right.
I've always just found more of a connection with mixed or black women.
Right.
But you got people ready to chop off someone's head over interracial dating, you know?
Yeah, and
imagine how what was going on with your parents during that time.
Oh, my grandparents. Yeah, most definitely. My grandfather is from Columbia, South Carolina. If anyone, not Columbia, I'm sorry, Sumter, South Carolina. That is a very country place. He is very much so black. He is the typical black man that has 14 siblings.
Damn.
So,
big family.
Yeah, so that's a huge family. And so my grandmother is a white woman from upstate New York. So how about that?
Wow.
For that. And I play around with this thought very often because I'm petty. What is the female I think it's Caesarean sisterhood or something like that. It's like the female version of I think like Freemasons. And my great grandmother was a part of that.
Oh shit.
So when you have family members that are part of those types of societies, I kind of almost get grandfathered in a sense. So it's almost like and those are very racist. The I forget, it's something sisterhood. My mom told me about it, and I've played with the thought of going in there. Like, can I have an application? Because I'm petty. Like, throw out and everything. Can I have an application?
That would be a very interesting thing to see happen.
And then it's just like,
you need a hidden camera on that. You need to write it like right on your chest, on the shirt. Just because, man.
And to get the reaction on that person's face, and they're gonna definitely try to be like, oh, da 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 da, oh, we don't, because at first they try to be polite about it.
Yeah.
But it's almost like get the fuck out in a polite way. And then how I've seen it, at least, is then they start to get nasty because I'm gonna be persistent. Because they're gonna be polite, and I'm gonna be polite back because I'm a really nice person. And then they're gonna get irritated, and then that's the reaction I'm gonna look for. It's just like, and that's so petty, but it's like, this is kind of like really, actually, truly my right, like
to be here.
Yeah. Since my great grandmother, congratulations.
Probably helped found this place.
Probably, probably, and so it's just like. It goes back to the point where it's like, besides the was it? I'm gonna say it wrong. Fruitvale. There we go. Besides that, that's really the only film. And then on top of that, it wasn't as big. It didn't have as much of an impact on the, I want to say, Hollywood scene as 12 Years a Slave, as The Butler, as The Help, as the list goes on and on.
Right.
And that's the thing that bothers me the most. Like, this happened so many years ago. We all know about it. If you don't know about it, I would expect that you're an immigrant.
Right.
And my whole thing about it is this. Stop rubbing it in our faces. That's kind of how I feel about it now at this point. Everybody's on this whole rah-rah, kumbaya, fuck white people type of move because they're watching these slave movies that are completely out of date and should have been produced a very long time ago. And the telltale sign of it is, look at who they pick to play these roles. None of these actors are really that young. They're older actors. Oprah Winfrey and Forrest Whitaker and Terrence Howard and all these people are older. They'll pick young people, but only for like the first part of the movie, where they're portraying the younger parts of them. So I would like to see something that helps encourage people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like all this is, even though, don't get me wrong, like they're shot beautifully, they're edited beautifully, so on and so forth. But we need something a little bit more uplifting.
I understand where you're coming from. I do. Filmmaking is an art form, and it's storytelling at the end of the day. And I understand where you're coming from when you say over the years, we've seen just the constant push, again, of like what our past was like, what happened to us. We were enslaved. We were slaves. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget we were slaves. It's a part of our history. I understand that. How much more are we going to keep looking behind us about this shit? Why can't we look forward to better days?
Right.
And there's so, I mean, like I told you, I was never in my life. I never wanted to speak about race, religion, nothing. I was like, I'm good on those subjects.
Understand.
I'm good.
They're hot button subjects.
And there's so many opinions that whatever you say can be rebutted, but it's rebutted with hate and what a person actually does believe. And I can't change what that person believes. I can't change the belief that a person feels like every day they step out in the world, the entire world is against them because their skin complexion. The entire world? Are you like, there's so many people in the world. If you didn't have this phone, you wouldn't know what the hell was currently going on.
Right.
So you mean to tell me there can't, just throwing this out there, you mean to tell me there can't be a black man in Ireland with a self-owned pub? That can't happen?
That could happen.
That could fucking happen.
It can happen.
That could be a reality, but you let this shit tell you? No. But you
that.
can't. In Ireland? No, they don't like black people. You've never even been over there.
Right.
You have no clue.
No, not at all.
But the world we live in is, it's throwing everything in a hell of a, I don't
whirlwind.
know. It's a whirlwind, man. Like, and I told myself years ago I would never. I don't like what. I'll just keep what I got to say to myself. I enjoy living how I live. I got love for everybody.
I don't need that stress. I don't need them problems.
I don't. And I understand. I understand the sides of it. I get everything that's being said. I get it, bro. And I understand you're fully passionate. It's passion. It is a passionate thing on all sides.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a walking conundrum. I truly am. My father's black. My mother is Moroccan and Jewish. My mother was born in Morocco. Morocco is where? In Africa.
Oh, hi.
Right?
Just want y'all to know that.
I'm a walking conundrum because it's like, yo, I am a black Moroccan Jew. Because like how you just said about you being almost grandmothered in. In the Jewish belief, whatever your mother is, that's what you are.
Oh.
So I'm a walking conundrum. And how about this? A lot of people may not know this. So Jew, right? My actual given name, Khalid. It's not Khleo. It's Khalid. It's a Muslim name. But I'm not Muslim. I'm a walking conundrum.
Good job, Mom.
So, and I love
joking.
that. No, I love the fact that both of my parents agreed on it. Like, yo, we don't want them to be able to be so confused about what they should and shouldn't. Show them everything.
Right.
Let them choose.
Right.
My parents did a freaking amazing job at that. But let somebody say something, that's wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong for raising your children like that. First of all, you ain't gonna say nothing
That's
about nobody in my family.
You ain't gonna tell no black woman how to raise her child.
We going to war over that one, bro. I'm over my family. I'm a whole different beast.
Yeah,
so it's like,
and for you to put your mom out there on the chopping block the way that you did, don't get me wrong, that was phenomenal.
Thank you.
That was phenomenal. I know you were definitely going back and forth before you did that, because before you did it, you was like, I want to do something. But I swear to God,
over my mom.
I swear to God, I might catch a case.
Over my mom,
I might catch a case.
Over my mom's, I'm a whole different beast, bro. I've low key had to learn to control that over the years, because true story, I got into it on a red carpet with a security guard over how he chose to put his hands on my mother to move her, and this is a very public place. It's red carpets, there's cameras.
Oh, I don't give a fuck,
no,
nigga.
Everything went out the window.
Fuck all this shit. Take this shit off me.
Oh, man. I got into it, bro. Like, it got real. It was at the Shrek 2 premiere, I think. Yeah. At a kid's premiere. That's what I'm about to say. At a kid's premiere.
Khleo about to set it off.
Not over my
about to set it off in front of the babies.
Yeah, man.
He was about to set it off in front of the babies.
So I had to chill out, man. But I'm a walking conundrum. Look how many elements I have within my blood. Mm-hmm. And I can look at this world a different way. And I think that it's messed up that I gotta either not say nothing at all. I gotta put my hand on my mouth and be like, hey, I get it. I get it all the places. Or, when I do speak, I have to hear so much shots coming from the people who I identify with the most. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. All my friends were either black or Mexican. Mm-hmm. I understand both sides. Mm-hmm. There wasn't, don't get me wrong, of course there's white kids, but you always link with who I played basketball and I did everything. I was a black kid. Right. As you get older, and as we've gotten older, we're in 2018 now. I was born in 1989. Things have changed.
Almost in 2018.
Yeah. Did I say 2018?
Yeah, you said 2018.
Okay, we're in 2017 still. We're going into 2018. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, it's a very crazy world, man, and that's what sparked this shirt. That's what sparked the woke scratching that out, put a wear over it, because I would rather, I went on that epic Instagram rant. I said the only thing that's going to get everyone together is if aliens pull up and say, you know what, we're eradicating all of you. We're eradicating the human race. We're going to, and people can believe what they want, the aliens don't exist, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. If you don't think aliens exist, they just went ahead and confirmed that there is artificial intelligence now. Humans have created artificial intelligence. Now, you want to talk about the movies that are being made, about how they keep talking about the past. Who says films can't be talking about the future? True. So what has happened on all those artificial intelligence films? The machines take over. And then human race is eradicated. So they're the people that we just, like I said, we just happen to be in charge of this world. Mm-hmm. We just happen to be in charge of this planet. Mm-hmm. Not saying somebody can't come take it from us. No. And then all those borders and boundaries and everyone want to be, isolated, and they're not done. Gone. You're not made of bolts and steel and run off electricity, partner. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how I feel about it, though.
Yeah, but I would say I feel the same way. My go-to phrase when it comes to people try to signaling me out as far as my race, my skin complexion is concerned. It's let me break something down to you right quick, okay? Mm. If the KKK decided, oh, we gonna bring this shit back in full force, and they round up and go all through this motherfucker, you think I'm gonna be safe? Nope. You know what? If anything, I'm gonna have it the worst, because I'm gonna get raped and then killed. Mm. It's gonna be a long death, and that's just the severity, the breakdown of it, of what it was, how it's gone, and how it probably will continue to go. Yeah. So please, like you said, miss me with that shit. Miss me completely with it. I've heard it all, and if when people hear this, my Instagram name, if you do not know, is KingPink_E. All right? You can go right to my page. You scroll down a little bit. There is a post that says, from now on, if you make fun of my skin complexion, friends or family, doesn't matter. That's it. We dead.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. It got to the point where I'm unrealistically desired because of my skin complexion alone.
Mm-hmm.
And unrealistically disrespected at the same time.
I agree.
And the reason why I choose unrealistic is because to me, this ain't reality. This can't be my reality. This is not what I'm living in right now, where I'm so sexually desired by the same men that I'm starting to think now would never take me home to their mother because their mother is dark skinned.
Man, that's harsh.
But I sit there and I think about those types of things, and that's a whole completely different subject. But like at the same time, I'm highly desired and disrespected at the same time. And
hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's hypocritical.
It's just like, okay, I'm all this super sexual being. I want me a light-skinned girl. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But now, here we go with these jokes again. So, how you claim to love me, whether you're my friend or my partner or my family, but then you want to take a shot at me. You want to stab at me. Like, I can't... Newsflash, people. I cannot control my skin complexion. I didn't say, you know what? Nah, I don't want that nice caramel bread color right there. Give me that one that resembles that wall over there. Let me get that one. Let me get that one right there. Yeah, that's the one that I want. Paint me that whole, dip me right in there.
Facts.
Right in there. I want that. You know what? Actually put some pink in my mix some pink in there too.
You got pink toes too now.
Yeah, I do got pink toes.
See?
I got pink toes.
See?
So, and by the way, yeah, I know I picked that pale ass color, but let me get that brown, auburn, red, blonde hair that's over there too. I'm gonna just throw them all off.
Nope.
No, I didn't do all that.
You did not?
That's just the way my genetics broke down. So, if I can't come to you and take shots at you for your darker color or your bigger nose, wider nose, or big ass lips, or, you know, anything like that that's a stereotypical take shots at for a black person.
Yeah. That's racist, by the way. When you say that, you're racist.
Yeah.
You're racist. You're
yeah.
self-hating. You're self-hating.
Myself.
You're a self-hating black woman.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to tell you.
Yeah. But they'll never tell me I'm a self-hating white woman. Not ever. That would never. I don't even think that's unheard. I don't think that's heard of.
Good luck. Good luck hearing that. Good luck hearing that one. I heard someone say that black people can't be racist.
Oh my God!
And I would love to actually have a conversation about that. Like I didn't get a breakdown. I didn't get a breakdown of what it meant. So I just heard it. And I didn't get a chance to like actually talk to the person and say, hey, what does that mean exactly? Because hearing it makes me think that something's wrong there. That's a conundrum.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you know.
But it's like they feel like the people who are highly oppressed can't be racist. Were highly oppressed.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Were highly oppressed.
We don't have black billionaires.
Yeah, no. That's why I thought about it, and I saw your face, I was like, let me go back. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me correct myself. But yeah, so that's my take on it. It's just like how you feel like you can't be racist, but we're the only race that actually believes that there's two different races in one race.
You said something, and I didn't want to jump in, but it was about the light skin, dark skin thing, and how you put that post up saying if you say something about my skin complexion, I don't care who you are, we're done. I made that decision 2 years ago. I got so sick of hearing the light skin, dark skin thing. I got sick of it. So I did the same thing, I didn't post about it. But if someone said it to me, cool, jotted it in the back of my head, went on with my day like it was nothing. But after that 24 hours was done, nada. You're not getting nothing from me. I don't want to speak. We don't need to have a conversation about it because I know what you're going to say. Oh, we just joke, bro. Come on, we're joking.
Come on now, you can't take a joke. Man. You sensitive, sensitive ass.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, no, that's what.
That's exactly what they'll say.
That's what they'll use against you. Like, oh, you're sensitive. Nah, bro. It's not that I'm sensitive. It's the fact that you're doing a better job at isolating me from my culture than what was oppression back then.
Right.
You're doing a better job at it. And I'm sorry, I'm just not about to be oppressed by you.
Right.
Give a damn how cool we are, what it is. No, I'm not playing that game with you, bro. It's all love on your side. Stay over there. I'm going to stay on this side. If I happen to be the flyest light-skinned nigga of all time that you like, oh well. Oh well. Ladies love light-skinned niggas. Oh well. Ladies like dark-skinned niggas too, bro. But you too caught up on my side to give a damn.
Exactly.
Hey, bro.
You too focused on what's going on over here.
Man.
You ain't worried about yourself.
Bro, come on, dog.
At all.
Come
Not
on.
even a little bit.
And it's the same thing on the women's side. I see a lot of it go back and forth amongst light-skinned and dark-skinned women. I was like, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. Y'all should be bigging each other up all goddamn day.
And that's
because
we already get it rough as a gender.
Yeah, oh man, the feminist thing and women, like, man, I had my eyes open not too long ago. Everything I never paid attention to it because it just wasn't my passion of mine.
Right.
To be worried about what was ever always going on in the world.
Right.
But I got my eyes open when I realized that women are really are not paid equally. That simple fact, which has been going on for years, but I wasn't aware, blew my fucking mind. Because I'm like, bruh, there are women in this world who will work just as hard as a guy. How come they can't get paid just as equal? Had no clue that was happening.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You know how they keep that wrapped up like that?
How?
Is the whole don't discuss your wages thing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And that's with everybody, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When I've had it done several times, and I toss it out there like, I wonder. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm getting paid, blah 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 blah. Do I get I'm getting paid, blah 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 back from my coworker? No. It's like they owe, and then people think about it like, why would I tell somebody what I'm making, blah blah blah. Well, if that's your coworker, and you find out that you're getting paid less than your coworker, and you're doing the same job, how about you take that to management?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you talk to someone else, you take that to management. But everybody's like, oh, I got to watch out for me.
Which is, I understand.
And at the same time, I understand that as well. But this is the thing that people don't understand. There's levels. There is levels, ladies and gentlemen, to this divide and conquer. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of those deeper levels is most definitely keep it on the hush, not talking about your wages, because yeah, that's cool about all the shit that's going on in the world, but I got a family to feed.
You gotta get paid, bro.
I gotta get paid.
I
gotta go to work.
Money runs the world, man.
I swear.
It runs the world.
Swear.
And they can say what they want. It ain't all about the cash, and it can't buy you happiness. I do agree to an extent. I do agree that money can't buy you happiness to an extent, but I'd rather be able to swipe a card and do whatever I want than just dream of doing it and never having a chance to do it.
Right.
So I get what you're saying.
How I tell people when I have conversations with our woke brethren and sisters is that what I say is like, you know, this world is very materialistic and it's very superficial. And if there is definitely several different planes and dimensions and different worlds, I don't give a fuck how many versions of me there is. Mm-hmm. I want the best out of each and every world. And if this is what the best is, then I'm going to go and get that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want for myself. Now, how you take it is how you take it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I feel like I'm very much aware. As much as I can be. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't know everything. I'm only one person. And I try my best to be as aware as I can. But at the same time, I accept my flaws of who I am. And I like materialistic shit. Mm-hmm. And it's not really more so like, the materialistic stuff about it. I like the feeling that it brings me. Mm-hmm. I like the joy that it brings me to know that I worked this hard to the point where I can go into this store and I can buy this $2,000 Gucci duffel bag. I can walk into this store and buy this, and, you know, and it's nothing. Mm. Because this is nothing. It's people forget it. This ain't shit. This watch, these rings, this shirt, it ain't nothing. Mm. It's disposable. It's replaceable. And even though I want the best of all of it, I'm more so in love with the challenge and the obstacle that I went through to get to the point where I'm able to obtain it. Mm. And so, like, just like how you said, a black man going to Ireland and starting a pub. Mm-hmm. I had no idea that I was going to start this podcast.
No clue.
No clue. It happened out of thin air.
That's hard.
It was very difficult, and I sat on it for a long time because it wasn't my original idea. It came from me from other people. You should start a podcast. You should start a podcast. You should start a podcast. I'm like, I started a YouTube channel. That didn't flopped. Okay, but since these followers were coming from my Instagram, my Snapchat, I was like, I'll start it there. I'm gonna start it right there. Since it's coming from there, that's where I'm gonna start it. Right there. See you.
Y'all on. Y'all on.
And so, and I've gotten great responses from it. Like, people don't know you're one of the the first person that I hit up to ask.
Yep.
And you see how late. Actually, this is episode 6, but it's been officially 1 month. And so I put you here for a reason.
Nice.
I put you here because I wanted to give other people, because you don't need me. You know, I have, like, as far as, like, clout, you don't need me.
Okay.
I need you more than anything to get where I need to go as far as viewers and followers and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And I wanted to give the people, I already knew once I had you on that I was probably going to get a lot of new people. And I wanted to give the people that needed another outlet, who are just trying to start up, musicians, stylists, DJs. I hit them up. Oh, let me watch a few podcasts first. And I'm not mad at it. You get what I'm saying? How you handle your business is how you handle your business. I can't tell you how to handle your business. But in my eyes, no matter how big or small I am, you're still small yourself. So you need as many views as possible, because you don't know who's viewing me. And even though you might click on my page and it only says like 1,400 followers, you don't know who's watching me. You don't know who I know. And I know it's going to get to a point where it's like those people are going to circle around back to me. And my pettiness is gone.
No, don't be petty.
I know.
Don't be petty.
I keep weighing it out in my mind. I'm like, oh my God. But so I'm going to smile. And of course, I'm going to let them be on if I'm not booked. But that's if I'm not booked. Yeah. And if I'm booked, I'm booked. I can't really do anything about that.
Nope.
So we gonna see about y'all. Alright?
The industry is a very interesting place. Like, I wish every time someone asks me for advice, you know, growing up I would give the cliche thing because that's what I heard everyone else say.
Right.
Oh, you can do it, da da da.
You can do it.
Yeah. As I got older, I realized that people ask you that because yes, they want information, but they see you, so they want to be just like you. They want to do it like how you're doing it. I realized that I had to start telling people whatever you think you've heard about the industry is true. All of it. Play that game. Don't do it like me. Because I openly, I am another walking conundrum. Another one, because it's like, you see everything that goes on social media. For me, that is my personality. That is who I am. But I walk into an industry type of event or an industry type of industry thing, I don't feel comfortable. I've never felt comfortable, ever, in life. Premieres for the films I'm in, after parties for the premiere events. I don't feel comfortable in that element, and I never have. So I can't, if it's because I'm uncomfortable in those events, I'm putting up these walls around me. Even though I'm in there, people sense energy. My energy is the most closed off kid or guy now, man at this point, because I don't feel comfortable.
You're making yourself unapproachable.
And so I tell you, don't do it like me. And I still struggle with this today. Even to this day, you see, it's funny how one person will speak on it and then the internet will take him like, oh my God, I feel that way too. I feel that way too. I feel that way too. Like social anxiety is all of a sudden this thing that just, everyone has. But you walk in the mall and there's like 40 girls literally walking together. Where's the social anxiety there?
Exactly.
There's no social anxiety. You go to the club, everyone's just standing around. No one's having social anxiety. I struggle with that till today. I'm like, don't do it like me, because I've literally went against the grain with everything that I've done. I should be what people see in a personality that they may see through social media. I should be that at all times. People should be able to walk, industry-wise, walk right up to me like it's not an issue, because that's how the game is played.
Right. It's a popularity contest.
I can't. I've never been the guy in public to be, hey, look at me. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at me. I can't. I low-key hate those guys. I hate those guys.
You don't like peacocking?
Oh, my God. Bruh, sit your ass. Damn. I can't tell you how many events when I was a kid I used to go and I would see these guys because, there's a camera there. Dance floor. Dance floor. Hottest chick. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do this. I can do this for you. And I'm just like, this dude lying his ass off. My ears big as shit. I can hear everything you saying, bro. I can't.
And they burning. Oh, they on fire.
I'm again, bro. I'm. So to hear your story about how you reached out to people and they didn't want to be involved immediately off top. Mm-hmm. When you hit me, me and you have almost known each other now. What, almost 6-7 months, even more, a year?
I've only lived in Cali about 7 months, and we'll do a quick bar. Hold on to that thought.
Okay.
How I actually got in contact with Khleo, a nigga shot her shot from like far, from like deep, like, and like left it there, like slid into them DMs, boy.
Right. Sure did. She did.
So basically, this is what happened. Follow them, of course. I've followed Khleo for a while, ever since Vine days, and Snapchat, and called myself trying to be slick, right? Mm-hmm. Paying attention, but of course Snapchat only holds it for a certain amount of time. And you were talking about threes, right?
Threes.
The holy grail that you've been looking for. They were black. Which threes were they? Or were they fours? They were probably fours.
Oh, the shoes. The shoes. Okay, shoes. Yeah, probably the threes.
There were threes.
Yeah, the black cement threes.
The black cement threes.
Yeah.
Boom. So, caught myself being slick, right? Couldn't remember, just like I couldn't remember now if they were threes or fours.
They were threes.
I definitely remember now. Yeah, it's ending.
It's ending.
Yeah. Do you still have some time?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'm here.
So, all right. I know it's getting ready to end, y'all, but we're gonna start it right back up as soon as it ends, so y'all can click right back on the live and come right back here. We gonna extend it out just a little bit longer, like this, a little bit longer.
So we ended now. So this is like a minute remaining. So we ended. Bring it right back.
Yeah. Go ahead and end it and bring it right back.
Hold on. Come right back, guys. End live video.
Hit save, and then hit share. Once it hit save, then hit share.
Hit share.
All right, and then
back to it.
Start live
video. Checking connection.
2, 1. Wow.
And we right back.
All right, and we back. We back at it.
All right. So the story was,
baby.
You jumped in the DMs.
So I jumped in the DMs, caught myself being slick, trying to do the I saw on. It was on round 2, and I sent the picture. Right, sent the picture off, and was like, "Hey, round 2 has mouth wide open," and sent it off, and he replied pretty quickly, actually, and you were just like, I don't remember exactly which. I'll have to go back in my DMs and actually look.
I'm trying to remember. What did I say?
I don't know. I think you said I think you said I appreciate it, blah, 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 blah. And it was the completely wrong shoe, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
It was the completely wrong shoe. It was a 4. It was a 4.
Yeah, it was a 4.
It was a 4. It was a black. 4. I don't remember which 4 it was. I don't know if it was. It definitely wasn't it might have been. I don't remember which 4s they were. Because I want to say they might have been the Oreo 4s with the Oreo bottom. Yeah. But I feel like my dumb ass shouldn't have sent that because I know what those look like. And I know those weren't it. But I was like, fuck it. I'm going to try it. And he was so smooth with it, he didn't even call me out. And I appreciate you for not doing that.
Come on, man.
For calling me out on my stuff. He was mad cool about it. You didn't say nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, all right, cool. I just remember that. I was like, the game is crazy. Us sneakerheads got to stick together. I remember saying that.
Yeah.
And then something else happened, and you were like, I'm going to follow you on Snapchat. Follow me back. And I was like, I do follow you that time. I saw about the sneaker post. And he was like, all right, cool. And then I shot my shot again.
Okay.
And
what happened to son?
For your birthday party.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get Khleo a birthday present.
Yeah.
And I went to Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And I was in there for some shit looking for a good gift. I was like, he better know that I fucks with him the long way. Because I ain't even got no kids. And I'm walking in Toys R Us.
Facts.
And I got a Batmobile RCA, right, controller. And then I got
the hangers.
The hangers.
Yeah.
It was a Harley Quinn and I think it was a Batman. It was a Harley Quinn and a Batman.
Yeah.
And I sent it off, and he was like, you were like, oh my God. Shocked, like, completely.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know, I don't come to birthday parties empty-handed. Like, that's not what I do. So I came, and that was when I met Gino. Because Gino came down and got me.
Yeah.
And walked up, and that was when I met Gino, and Gino didn't speak to my ass at all, hardly.
Shout out my nigga Gino.
Hey, everybody knows who Gino is. Gino was my first guest.
Yeah.
So that's who I had on first. I still haven't got his video up, but we gotta do that. I'm sorry, it's a lot of editing, and I gotta do my man's right. He did my promo for him, which I went ahead and let him do because I know I understand the pickiness behind it, and it was just awesome. We had a great time.
Right? My birthday was dope.
It was so dope.
Yeah.
We had a great time. I'm glad. I guess I had to break the ice and was the one that get up on that bull first.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you got footage of that.
Yeah.
I don't have
footage of that.
I don't have any footage of that. But that was so dope. And that was when I met your mom.
Yeah. And
I was just like, wow, this is incredible to see, to be standing here next to someone who I only have seen on a TV screen and saw when I was younger. If we're about the same age, I think you're like maybe 2 years older than me. And so it's like, I've seen you when you were a kid, and I've seen you as you've grown up. And in a sense, I'm growing too, so I've kind of grown with you. And then for me to stand here and be this close to you is just, I don't get too starstruck. It doesn't, like, I'll be like, oh my God, look at that, but you'll never know, because I'm not going to pull out my phone. I've gotten away from pulling out my phone to record everything because I want to live in the moment. I want to actually, it's nice to have that memory. So I might pull out my phone to get maybe 1 or 2 snaps or a couple videos or a couple pictures, but 5 is like the max. Other than that, I'm not going to be looking at you looking at a screen. I've already done that. You know what I'm saying? That I looked at that screen.
Yeah.
So to see someone in person and to be actually, and like, you're so dope. I just want to definitely say that.
Thank you.
For definitely trying to create an avenue for other creators, for people who want to get a leg up, who want to be unstoppable. I'm going to plug that right quick. Yeah. Who want to take control and take charge of their life. Like, I respect and admire people that are like you. Because there's enough room out here for everybody. There is. There's enough money out here for everybody. They print more of it every day. Every day. And there is no reason, how I feel it as it is you're definitely one of those people that's trying to break this divide and bring people together, because you don't say only artists or only DJs or only like artists that are like paint, like those types of people can get on Slick Living. No, it's for everybody. Everybody. It's for everyone. Everyone has a chance, right? We live in a world where everyone can be their own boss. Right. Everyone can. Yeah. It's nothing for you to go file your trademark and then start your LLC. And guess what? You're a company. Right. There's people. Apple started out of a friggin' garage. So did Microsoft. We live in a world now where you can get money sent from phone to phone. You know, from my phone to your phone. That's it. Yeah. That exists now. Yeah. So I feel like there's so many people who are their own bosses who just don't have the eyes yet. And that's what it takes. Yeah. You got to find the eyes. You got to figure out a way to market.
Marketing is it's the biggest thing. That's why they pay marketing companies millions of dollars.
Millions.
You know how much you know how much whatever ad agency owns has Coca-Cola, whoever is their client. My God.
Yeah.
How much do you think they get? I mean, no, it wasn't Coke. It was Pepsi that took the Kendall Jenner.
Yeah,
thing,
it was
right?
Pepsi.
That hurt.
That was a bad hit. Yeah, to
Pepsi
the point where she didn't even want to talk about it anymore.
Pepsi called them like, "Hey, that thing you thought you did was gonna be right. Pull it. All of it.
All of it.
All of it, bro.
All of it. You failed epically." And I feel so bad for the creative director behind that.
Yeah.
Because I know that person, male or female, lost their job.
I think that it was the great message that they were trying to get across, but you chose the wrong people to involve. I honestly do believe if it wasn't Kendall Jenner, I believe it would have had a different outcome. If they would have put Beyonce in that same position, in that same shot, in the same build up to what was going to happen at the end of the commercial, it wouldn't have been that reaction. I guarantee it. I guarantee that.
I agree and disagree in a certain sense.
I would love to know the disagreement.
All right, the disagreement is for the people who don't identify with Beyonce.
Who don't identify with Beyonce? I understand what you're saying, but who don't? She ain't bulletproof out here?
She is bulletproof in a sense of her. But when you're attaching a brand with a message like that behind it, that's not the right person, I don't think. And because people will identify with Beyonce's music, but maybe not identify with Beyonce.
Okay. I can see that.
So they're like, yeah, you, like for the black people, they're like, yeah, that's cool that you chose Beyonce, but you only chose her because of her following. You didn't choose her because she was black.
Was the outrage over that commercial the fact that people were like, Kendall Jenner is not gonna stop police from, hurting black men? I believe that's the most thing that I kept seeing was people very outraged about how Kendall Jenner is gonna hand this Pepsi to the oppressors and the police, and that's gonna stop this riot or this confrontation that's about to happen.
Well, that's cool if the photo where a black woman is just standing like, you've seen it, wasn't about to be bum rushed by police. That would be cool if that didn't happen first.
Ding. Good point.
That may have been able to get passed if that picture didn't go viral first.
Great point.
And that's where I agree and disagree about the whole Beyonce thing. Because, yeah, that's cool, but like I said, like, I think people identify more with her music than actually her as a person.
I said that after I saw the commercial, I said that I could have swore there was something very similar to this commercial in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Maybe it was Shakira. It was someone else who did this. Someone else did something very similar. And was there any outrage?
I don't think so.
No. This shit has caused fucking outrage. This, bruh. Everyone can... Social media runs the world now. So all it takes is for something to trend, and then people bandwagon, and then it's all of a sudden flame emojis, and the whole thing is just destroyed.
Right.
It's like, yo, you can't build shit up. Now, I understand. After you broke that down, I get that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I understand why, you know what, it still wasn't the right message to do.
Right.
They could have figured out a different way to show unity. They didn't do it the right way.
They didn't do it. And that's just because that's the way that I saw it. And I take it as in a perspective of, yeah, if I feel like my view is relatable, then I'll say, no, I disagree. But if I don't feel like my view is relatable, then I'll be like, yeah, you're probably right. But, however, the way that I took it, and then I'll word it like that. So I felt like I saw a lot more replies from the whole the picture of the black woman up top and then Kendall Jenner at the bottom. And it's just like, you chose, I don't know what the race of the officer was, but he definitely wasn't black. You choose two white people to be handing a Pepsi to each other.
Yeah, I get that. So that's not showing unity.
That's not showing shit.
I agree.
Not a damn thing.
I get what you're saying.
So that's how I took at it. Like, I wasn't outraged, like, oh, this thing just happened and you're doing da-da-da-da-da. No, I took it as you missed the mark 10,000,000%. Mm-hmm. Like, the mark, like, the topic of racism and hypocrisy and colorism and the list goes on and on and on is like this. The target is this big. It's like a dot, ladies and gentlemen. It is very small. It's a big issue, but to hit the mark the way it needed to be hit to show unity, how about Coke should have probably just did it. And that's because Coke is a better sponsor at unity.
Yeah.
They, like, whoever they're creative, like, Pepsi need to jump on board with that, because y'all already work together low key. I don't care what nobody say. They already work together. So they needed to have the same people, because Coke got it pretty much down to a pack where, oh, now we really about to unify some people. We gonna put names on bottles.
Yeah.
You know how many people have Alex and Sarah and Jessica? So many different races. So many different genders.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing 101.
Yeah. So
you want all of them. You want
them all. You don't. And then you see Coke ain't going nowhere near towards that subject. Nope. Leave that over there.
Yeah, man.
And another reason why I say Beyonce wouldn't work is because she won't out here in the field. You know what I'm saying? She won't out here with us.
Yeah.
I look at the people I choose to look up to as far as celebrity stylists in any type of certain way. I look up to because of how do you carry your message? Is it only in your music? Mm-hmm. Is that the only way you connect with your fans is through your music? Mm-hmm. Or do you connect with them in actual real ways? Like, anybody who knows me, my favorite artist is J. Cole, hands down. You can't tell me nothing about that man. That man is great. Mm-hmm. And what made him so great to me is when the Trayvon Martin incident happened. This man got in the booth, and if you ever listen to the song, it's called Be Free. You can hear the pain. Like, I had to listen to the song like 5 times before I even heard the words that he was saying. The pain that was in his voice, that was in his heart, is something that was real. I don't like this fake rah, I'm doing this for this or I'm doing this for that, and that's the celebrities. I mean, that's cool. You got to make your money, get it how you live, partner. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? We all out here trying to feed our families. But when you want to say, when people want to pick people to represent certain hot topic issues, you need to be careful there. You got to be careful there of who you choose, because no one in the Kardashian family should most definitely do that. There's so many, like, I don't know who thought about that. Like, why would you choose that? Why would you choose the Kardashian family or the Jenner family, period?
Kendall was the only one that didn't have any BS
but
attached
still,
to her name. I understand. But that's why she was chosen.
Yeah, but
that's why she was chosen.
You see where she come from?
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Like, I hate to say birds of a feather flock together, because it's not always true. But you do have to be careful who you associate yourself with.
Agreed.
And so, but you can't help your family. So anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I don't want to interject real fast, but keep your point about what you were going to say. But you brought up Cole, right? And his message and how that hurt that man. Mm-hmm. And Cole's whole tour right now he comes out in that orange jumpsuit.
I was right there.
And I was like, damn, this is crazy. Notice how there's not one black person calling him out for being light-skinned and doing it. Oh, because you don't know the real struggle, what it's like with the darker shade. So once again, it's when it fits, it's okay. It's when it fits. Cole has a white mother. But you're not going to say shit because of how it's portrayed, how it's given to you. Yeah,
but I think the reason why no one takes shots at Cole is because if you listen to his music, he owns up to the shit. So what are you gonna say to him? That hasn't already been said. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And I feel the same way. Like how we were talking about earlier while we were, just shooting the shit while I was trying to figure out how to set up this complicated ass system. Remember what I said, and you took it as a very interesting. I said, I wish somebody fucking would leak my nudes. Do it. I dare you to. And you were like, why? Are you going to da-da-da? I was like, no, because I'm going to be out here. All out here. All, fuck all of that shit. I'm going to be all on my...
So, if anybody, any of you guys got those nudes...
Don't do it.
Do your brother a favor. Let them fly. Let them fly. If we happen to be out and you see me, bruh, just slightly walk past me and be like, got them nudes you want.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, and then I'm be like, I'm gonna look at you like, what? Hold on, bro, let me turn this airdrop. Let me get this airdrop. And then he gonna airdrop him, and I'll be like, keep moving, my boy. So, just know. But to your point, she said, look, if my nudes leak, I'm not hiding. I'm using it to my advantage. Y'all done seen it now. You like what you see? Well, guess what? Look what else I can do.
Exactly.
And
but that's just taking since back. Of course, it always goes back to the skin thing. I take the power away from it.
Exactly.
It's not gonna hurt me.
Exactly.
If I own up to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not no. Like, I ain't got no missing limbs. I ain't crazy looking out here. Nothing like that. Like, I got a nice body. I work hard on my body, goddammit. So, you want to leak my shit? I already be holding back sometimes. I'm like, yo, that ain't my style. We ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna delete this. It's time to... We got a little side cheekist action on the snap and all this other stuff.
She said she holding back on the nudes.
Well, not the nudes, but...
Somebody got them nudes.
Somebody does have them nudes, but
airdrop them when you see them, bro. That's all I'm saying. She here, but I can say that in front of her, and she don't take offense to it.
No, not at all.
That makes me feel so much better. That I can say that. Not at all.
I don't even take
airdrop
no offense.
The nudes, bro.
I mean, hey, look, like I told you, I'm already slightly hippie-ish. Like, I remember the first time I think we started having like Snapchat videos back and forth. We were like a good 5 videos in before you like, are you? Everything that you said was cool. I heard that, you know what I'm saying? But are you naked?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, is that an issue? Is that a problem? I mean, you didn't see anything, but you could see that I didn't have anything on.
Yeah, that's what threw me off, because I was like, when I was in public, I think, when I was sending you those snaps. Or I was at the crib, one of the two. I was at the crib, and, you know, I had people around me, but I just didn't want a video to be sent to me, then someone sees, you know, you have no consent over that.
Yeah.
And we ain't trying to get Rob Kardashian out here and catch a case.
Oh, no, it ain't even that deep.
I didn't know, so I was like, wait, do I need to hide my phone? Because I've received unsolicited or unwarranted nudes before.
Hey.
I'm trying to be courteous.
Let me say this. I know what's up with y'all skinny niggas. I done peeped y'all out a long time ago.
Oh, this is going to be a very interesting conversation.
Oh, yeah, it's about to get real interesting.
Let's go. Come on, hit me with it. Hit me with the facts.
I done peeped skinny niggas, all right? I know y'all stilo. I know how y'all out here hanging. All right?
Okay.
And I know probably some other chicks know the same thing. So that's probably why you getting them things the way you getting them things. Because let me tell y'all something. It has never failed me yet. Fuck big hands. Fuck big feet, all that stereotypical bullcrap that women go off of. It's the skinny niggas out here that got all the meat. They eat. It's like it eats and it bypasses the other muscles and goes straight to that one.
Man, I don't. You know what? I've never got the complaint. I've never got the shoot back. Like when girls start shooting at dudes after they, you know, something go wrong between them. Mm-hmm. I've never heard that one. I've never really had a woman shoot back at me anyway. Now I think about it, but I've had women like, you know, get upset about something, and I've never had that one. So I don't personally, like, I've watched a lot of porn over my life. I watched a lot of porn. I'm not walking around here with my forearm of a dick. Like I'll let you know that right now. It ain't like I'm not walking around like, hey, like that's not what it is. You know, so I don't think so. But, you know, from the other perspective, like, I don't like women, like, to give you a comparison about it, I don't like women with thick fingers.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't like women with thick, I don't like women with thick fingers because it's an optical illusion.
I remember it.
It's an optical illusion. Like, I feel like when you hold it, now I'm missing inches all of a sudden. Before you held it, I was
Wait, hold a minute. Hold on.
I was cool.
Take your hand away.
Exactly.
Put
like
it
I was
back.
cool.
Take your hand
and
away.
then all of a sudden she hold it and it's just like, damn, that's on dick. I got that's so. It's all the wide fingered women. And nothing against y'all, just don't touch it. Let me keep my how I feel.
You better do like Walker. Look, no hands.
That's the thing. I like hands.
Okay.
I like hands.
You like hands?
That's it.
All right, so
I never understood the no hands.
We about to go into this because I got some other questions. Oh, all right, so you did at somebody's YouTube channel, and when you and look, I was like, God damn, okay, Khleo, sound almost.
What the fuck? What was it?
It was about I think you said top 5 things that turn men on about women.
Yeah.
And he was sounding all super sexual, all super close to the mic. And yeah, ladies. I was like, hey.
That was a filter and reverb, right? That wasn't even.
That should have been so. That's a turn down. The
Yo,
lights.
come on.
And light a candle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, shit now. Okay, so he was basically, Khleo was like, I can only do 5.
They told me, like, yo, we want to do a top 5 list with you. And we want to do top 5 things that turn men on. I was like, all right, cool. That's what it was. I did 5 things.
All right, but I know you were having a difficult time with those 5 things.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep it PG. I had to keep it PG. YouTube, like, you don't get,
This is going on YouTube.
For everyone, so you understand, YouTube then switched up their monetization game. So this goes out to all the YouTubers out there. You can't be talking reckless and talking wild and cussing because you ain't making no money off YouTube. When you do that, they'll pull all of it.
Yeah.
So just heads up.
Yeah,
so
I figured that. They want to keep it all super clean now, but
yeah,
my goal is not to be on YouTube.
Mm-mm.
That ain't my goal.
It's the biggest social media thing, but I understand why. I get why.
This is because I'm more of I need my own radio show type of female. Because I'm not going to censor this realness. I ain't censored it in 26 years. Actually, I did used to censor it when I was younger. But now, once you find yourself, I'm comfortable in myself. I just said, leak my motherfucking nudes. I don't give a shit. Leak them.
Please airdrop me the news, bro. I know it, man. I know you out there, bro. I promise I won't say nothing to her. I won't put you on blast, bro. But when you see me, just, hey, bro, put your airdrop on. Oh, shit. What you got for me, though?
Oh, my God. But you gonna see some wild shit if that definitely happens. I'm not ashamed of my shit. Hey, look, we all grown here.
We're grown. That's what I'm saying. I don't like the fact that sex is such a taboo thing. How do you think we got here?
Exactly.
Your parents was fucking. So don't try to miss me with that taboo. I had a girlfriend at the time who would be mad if I spoke about that shit. Even to her, like just her speaking. She was like, "Why do you have to be so like open about it?"
Vulgar.
I wasn't even vulgar. I didn't feel I was vulgar, but again, maybe.
Well, I was just saying, like maybe she felt like that, that you were being vulgar. But my whole thing about it is like maybe, just maybe. How about we play around with this idea? If we actually had a real talk with the kids, and actually talk to them about, first of all, consensual touch.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be talked about at like as soon as they can understand about touch.
Mm-hmm.
That even with someone just touching you, that's your teacher or a grandparent or anything like that, you have a right. It don't matter who it is to say, "Don't touch me," because this is your body and this is how you feel. You have that complete and total right. So, and it'll start with touch, which is a nice foundation because that's where sex starts, and then moves on from there. Stop trying to act like these kids don't have access to what they got access to. And it ain't even got it when we were growing up, it was just, porn websites.
With AOL dial-up.
Yeah, with AOL.
Oh, man. You got me. Always,
somebody...
Bro. Blowing up my shit.
Oh, my God. AOL is still out there, and it's still living strong. People still have AOL addresses, and it's... Anyway, that's tech. Anyway, so my whole thing about it is now y'all out here giving y'all 10 and 9 and 8 and 7-year-old smartphones.
Yep.
With social media.
And Wi-Fi. And no parental control.
And not a one.
Nope.
Not a one.
So
what is you doing? Like you realize Instagram is porn.
Mm-hmm.
That Snapchat Bitches be selling pussy on Snapchat. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you know?
Yeah.
So, with YouTube, I get it. They want to be a lot more friendly, especially now since they're diving into the dynamics of offering streaming service for live TV.
There you go.
I get it. They're trying to clean it up because they're opening up their dynamic, taking on a lot more responsibility. Now kids are going to be on YouTube a lot more often, especially with the live. Yeah. And they probably don't have any type of parental controls besides age limit. Yeah. So I get it, you know, but at the same time, that's cool. YouTube's fine, but I got a podcast. And my goal is to get it on a radio show, be a radio personality, because I'm just raw and real that way. Mm-hmm. And I belong on something like Sirius XM. I want to be the female Sway. Ah, okay. That's my goal.
I love that.
I want to be, I got the answers. How about that? Young Sway got all the answers.
Facts.
Young Sway got all the answers.
Yo, Sway, come on, bro. Holla at the
come holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might need a little polishing. Mm. Might be a little bit too raw, but that just comes with time. Mm. And I don't feel like I'm unnecessarily raw. I can speak. You can understand what I'm saying. You even said it before when I showed you my camera when you needed help with tech. You like, you should do YouTube videos on that. You have a voice for that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say that I do have the voice for this or for that, or I'm not afraid to touch certain subjects like sex. I love talking about sex. It's great. Everybody has it. It's the perfect icebreaker. Agreed. It's enough hesitation to be like, I don't know. But as soon as you hear something that you like, you're automatically engaged. You're engaged.
Agreed. Do you have sex questions for me?
Should I go there?
I thought that's where you were going.
Yeah, we're going there. We're definitely going to end up there. Great. I'm just making sure I'm filling it out.
I'm an open book. So
okay. All right. Cool. All right. So now that we're gonna go into this deep, because we had a conversation. Not my last podcast, but the podcast before that, and we were talking about sex. And since my viewers are shy right now, hopefully they won't be. I'm putting myself on the chopping block, which I have no problem with. So we're starting to talk about past partners. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I had a guy who asked me, would I eat his ass? Mm-hmm. And because we were on the topic of females getting their ass ate. And I was like, okay, well, let me throw this one for y'all right quick. And of course, he's gay, borderline gay, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, he's not gay. It's not gay. That's just what he asked. And I'm a pretty open person, so sure, I'll talk to you about it. I'm not going to put my mouth there. But we can talk about it because I'm very intrigued. I told you I'm a curious person by nature. So I people's mind I want to get into. Mm. So, since we're on the subject of ass eating.
Okay.
How do you feel about ass eating?
What's wrong with it?
No, is there something? Do you feel like there's something wrong with it?
No.
Would you?
I've done it and have had it done. So,
all right.
Yeah.
You've had it done?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm so curious. How about that? I've never talked to a guy that's actually really had it done. The guy had asked me would I do it.
Yeah, no, it's legit. Like it's a brand. Like think about it. I've been having sex since I was 14, so I done seen it, done it all. So any new experience with a woman, I'm willing to go there. I only have one. There's only one on my list that I'm not going over there. Like I'm not letting a woman strap on and then all of a sudden hit me. Like that's not happening.
Yeah, no.
I'm cool off of that one. But no, like I've had that done, and it's a hell of a feeling. It's a brand new sensation.
Yeah, it is.
It's a brand new sensation.
It is, most definitely.
Yeah, bro.
I definitely agree.
You rinse off, both of y'all get in the shower, y'all lit off that liquor and that Ciroc. Things happen.
Things do happen.
So
get that Henny dick.
Yeah. I wish, because I didn't start drinking until I was 24.
Seriously?
I never had a drink.
But you've been fucking since you were 14.
Yeah. See, we all got our vices. We all got our vices.
This is true.
We all got our vices.
I'm not saying, hey, your vice is no different or no worse or no less worse than mine.
Facts.
So
yeah, I wish that I was drinking during the times that I had my girlfriends. Because I'm like, oh, I would have really fucked y'all up.
So do you wish you could go back on some of them? Not all of them, but maybe just some of them. And you were drinking around that time.
No, not even. As I said, when I say it out loud, it does sound funny, but it's not. Nah,
No?
like because I'm just recently getting to a place outside of sex where it's just like I gotta change certain things about myself. So I've been changing certain things down the road, and going back to go fix things or try to make. Oh, will it work? It didn't work then. I'm cool now. And besides, I need to fix things in here first before I can get over there.
Okay.
So ass eating is cool.
Okay. All right. So on the subject of actually eating ass, not having it done, so we're gonna switch on the other side. How did you feel the first time you did it?
I was doing that back then, like 15, 16.
But still, I need to know the first time. How did it go?
It was fine.
It was fine?
I didn't see nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm not saying like seeing something wrong with it. I'm saying as far as guys who see something wrong with it.
I don't know.
It's not as bad as people was trying to make it seem to be.
Bruh, y'all people.
I just need that to be clear.
Yeah, no, I come on, bro. Like y'all willing to eat random ass food that you have no idea where it came from, blah blah blah. There's a bunch that we can argue this with.
This is true.
But at the same time, bro, like when it comes to that in a woman, like bro, that's a nuisance. That may be blow her mind. As soon as you do it, bro, she is.
It's guaranteed to blow her mind.
So
it's not if, it's guaranteed.
So you've had it done?
Yes.
Okay.
And it happened, I wasn't prepared for it. At all.
So that long inhale breath happened?
No, I almost fell flat on my face.
Got it.
I was bent over.
Got it.
And he was eating it from the back.
Got it.
And did one long lick from the click to
all
the crack.
Way.
And like at first it was like that was like, oh shit, and I jumped and I was like,
did you let him continue?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah,
I thought you just ruined the moment and shut
at first,
it down.
I needed to be like, I had to make, like, it caused a jerk reaction. Like, what is that?
Mm.
Like, that's wet, and it's something that's not, I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
Or at all.
Got it.
And, yeah, most definitely it was a fucked up night. It just happened.
Mm.
But then it started to happen, and I've never asked a guy to do it.
Mm.
It always just pretty much kind of happens. It just starts there. And my whole thing about it is, fellas, when you're eating the shit from the back, you already have your nose in it, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your nose is right there, pretty much tickling, right? You might as well just...
slide it up one... Okay. Or the Snapchat filter, dog.
You might as well, you know what I'm saying? You might as well just...
No, you're right.
Go ahead. And if you do a quick one, you know what I'm saying? You're like, I don't really like the way that tastes.
You're right back down.
Yeah, get right back down there. You
facts.
Wash it out. You know what I'm saying? Wash it out. Wash your mouth out. It's all good.
Facts.
And so, all right, so let me ask this. A lot of guys now are definitely being a lot more open with eating vagina than I can ever remember.
Yeah.
So, is that something that you actually enjoy to do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't.
Is this something, is that required for sex with you?
Required?
Like, we not fucking if we not doing, or having sex rather, if that's not going on.
I don't think it's like a requirement thing for me. Like, I'm all for foreplay. Like, I'm all for that. Like, whatever we're gonna do, let's get to it and let's try to like kill each other off. Like, if we gonna do it, let's go for it and not try to hold anything back here.
Okay.
So if we're gonna do it, let's do everything. So if I'm down here eating pussy for the next 25 minutes and you dying, cool. Because I just know in the next 20 minutes, 25 to 30 after that, it's about to be even better.
Right.
So, yeah, no, I've been eating pussy for years. So,
okay.
Yeah, and now that one I've always got. I told you I never got to complain about the thing. I've always got praised for that one. And I'm just like...
Stars across the board.
Yeah, I've always got praise for that one. Like,
Yeah.
that nigga head, though.
Yeah.
I'm like...
I will definitely say this. Okay.
I've had women tell... Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, so I've had girls tell their friends that, and then the friends come see what's up. Like, that's happened. So.
See, and that's why I don't get about y'all females. Y'all better stop talking about y'all sex lives with y'all so-called friends.
Because then they gonna come
Because they gonna get curious.
And then I'm wrong if I take it up on that offer. And then it's
but
like...
you ran your mouth.
But you the one that's why she's here now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go and open up this door.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, oh, so she said that... But that's your home. You ain't gonna... Okay. So then when me and you fall out and then she hear about it, guess what she about to do? Hey, I know y'all ain't together no more, so what's up?
So what's really good?
Damn shame, bro.
What's really good?
Damn shame.
What's really good?
Yeah.
And yeah, like, all right, so I'll go ahead and put myself out there. Like, sucking dick ain't shit. Let me tell you that right now. Since I'm a bisexual female, after kudos to the niggas out there. I did not know how much work it took until I actually put my face down there.
On a woman.
On a woman.
Ah, I got it.
And I felt like I was 13 years old trying to learn how to French kiss all over again. Like,
oh, shit. That's crazy to hear a woman admit that. That shit was not easy, bro. Goddamn, bro.
It was not easy. All right, so when I first started to learn how to French kiss, the first guy that I actually kissed, he had to pull back and was like, "Look, stop trying to eat my face." Mouth wide open. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So the same principle happened when I got there. Luckily, you know, I'm gonna figure it out. I got fingers. All right, I know what I like. So all I gotta do is figure out how this tongue is about to work and what you like and how it works. But after I figured it out, and with women, some women like different things. I've been with a woman who doesn't like penetration at all. So that's no fingers. So that's all mouth. So I've been with a woman who didn't care. So that's fine. I can work them both. So once I got with the woman that didn't like penetration, I had to get real creative. Because luckily for me, she had a bigger clit. So when a woman, I don't know if some dudes don't know, when a woman has a bigger clit, it's like a little penis almost. Because gets engorged, our clit gets engorged just like a dick does. But see, here's the beautiful thing about the clitoris. It serves no other purpose but for pleasure.
Then pleasure.
That's the only thing it does. You don't pee out of it, and guys, she don't pee out her clit. I'm gonna need y'all to know there's a hole.
On top of a hole.
It's right in between the vagina entering and the clit. And guess what it's called? The urethra. Just like guys. So that's a little anatomy lesson for anybody who just didn't know.
There's grown men that don't know that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. They think that women have been peeing out of their actual...
Out of their clit. I mean, guys, I've heard it all from guys. One guy thought that women's assholes actually got wet. Like it was different from a guy's asshole. I'm like, no, it's the same ass.
I was ignorant for years on something similar to that. I didn't know women actually took shits. I didn't know women actually took shits until I was like 17. I had no clue. And when I found out, I was like, wait, no, you're fucking with me. I was fucking flabbergasted. And I was like, and then, because it just hit me like common sense, motherfucker. Of course. Then I was like, oh shit. Yeah, they have to.
We're human.
Blew my mind.
We're human. And I've come across guys that were like, no, that know that women take shits, but they are like, you guys are fucking magical unicorns, and I don't want to think that you do nasty things like that. And it's just like, but I'm a human being. I'm a person. Like, that's what happens. You eat, you shit. That's what happens. It has to go somewhere. And so that's a turnoff for me, though. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So after I got done with the girl who didn't like any penetration, because as a bisexual female, I don't do the strap when I'm with a woman. I like dick. So if I want dick, I'm going to go get dick. And that's my philosophy behind it. So it's all head with me, with women. So if you are a gay woman or a bisexual woman and you don't know how to eat no pussy, then you SOL with me. You need to figure it the fuck out, because I don't know why you're gay then. But after I finished that, giving head, definitely it skyrocketed. So I'm not the type of person, I'm definitely not going to be bragging, but toot. Just like with you've never really had complaints one way or another, but you've definitely gotten 5 stars across the board for head. I definitely have pretty much had the same thing. I've never really had any complaints about... Actually, I've had guys that, after we've had sex, that were like, no, you're not doing that to me because you're not going to steal my soul. And it's just like... it's just like... It's
Kill 'em.
my motto is life is too short to be having mediocre sex.
Trash sex. Trash.
But not even trash, just mediocre.
Mm.
Like, it was alright.
It's either amazing or trash in my opinion. I don't
it's
find
one
the middle
extreme
ground.
or another.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've never said, oh, it was alright. Nah. No or...
Nigga. Nigga. Let me tell you.
Bruh. So those are my two extremes.
Yeah. Bro. So, but yeah, that's just, that's definitely how it is with me. And I was actually having a conversation last night with a guy, and they're like, you don't hear women admit that. That they don't mind giving head. Sucking dick. They don't mind sucking dick. They don't mind. They actually think that they've gotten better. And it's just, my whole thing is, I'm a pleaser. That's in my personality in general overall. Remember, we were in here and I'm like, I feel so bad. Like, you're helping me. Like, what would I do without y'all? With you and Gino, y'all like my Google is Gino. And then, cause he just has all, like, he's really all the answers.
Real
and
shit.
Then, if ever I've had a question or anything like that, I've asked you, and you'll if you can answer it because you have the time, you answer it, no problem. And I appreciate that. So, my whole thing is I'm a pleaser and I'm a helper by nature. When people come and stay with me, because I don't have people stay with me often, but I'm a total hostess. Do you need this? Do you need that? Da, 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 so on and so forth. So when it comes to the bedroom, there's no holds bar as far as what I'm willing to try, except for a few things. There are a few things I'm just not with. Like,
what are the things you are not with?
You ain't getting my ass.
Okay.
You ain't putting shit in my ass but a tongue.
Okay.
All right?
That's one.
And you ain't catching this ass on camera.
That's two.
And that's it.
Okay. That's pretty easy, too.
Yeah.
I think it's a common, too, low-key.
Yeah,
amongst women. Or, the
asshole thing, yeah. Women is with that I'm not with the shits. I'm not with the shits. I had a guy stick a finger in there, and I was like I squeezed and locked up. I was like, take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
Done, ladies and gentlemen. Done.
Take it out. Like,
greatest reaction ever.
You don't want nothing in your ass, so why would I want something in mine?
Facts.
And that's how I feel about it. Your ass ain't no different than mine. I don't want nothing in it.
You're right.
So, I mean, I don't know if I would ever eat any ass, but never say never. It ain't completely off the table, but I just ain't sure. And it might not be for a man. It'll only be for a woman. I think I will only do it for a woman. Because men are hairy. See,
that's sexist. That is sexist. No, I'm just
no, it ain't sexist. No. Let's not play these games where men's ass, just alone, the cheek is like waves of hair. It's for some men.
You're about to say, I'm like, yo, I've gotten away with some dirt then, because I'm not a hair. I'm not. I'm not. It freaks me the fuck out that my little brother's legs are way more hairy than mine ever were. Like, still to this day, like, bro, I don't walk around like what. I'm like very, like this very, my brother.
Pretty thin.
I'm like, dog, what the fuck?
Your youngest brother?
Yeah, the baby brother.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, you talk about hairy ass cheeks. I'm like, bro, I've seen my ass and it looks
pretty naked.
Pretty smooth. Smooth, bro. I got a smooth ass.
Yeah, but men don't, you don't do manscaping in that area.
No.
So you'll do manscaping in the front, but not in the back. Front yard, yes. Backyard, no.
No, yeah.
So it's like, no, women do landscape the front and the back. Even to the point where they'll go and bleach it. Like,
that's doing too fucking much. That's doing way too much. You're doing way
bleaching it
too much.
Yeah, I mean, but I
wish my girl would come home and say some stupid shit like that to me in the future. I was my asshole bleached today.
What? But why?
Why? No, because I saw online. Nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else. Nothing else. Video games and headphones for the next 2 weeks. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, you want punishment?
Yeah.
Go sit in the corner.
Yep.
Go sit in the corner. Oh, that is so bad. And see, that's why I don't understand also with ladies. Like, why do y'all hold out the vagina when y'all mad at a nigga? You only hurting yourself.
I don't know. I haven't been in. I'm weird. I can't really relate to a lot of things relationship wise because I haven't been in an actual relationship since I was like 21. So it's been a very long time since I've been like an actual like committed. Let me focus here.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a very long time, and even then, I feel like that was BS puppy love. You know what I mean? I was just in it to be in it. She was fine as hell, and I wanted her, and I know everyone else wanted her. I got her.
Ooh.
So
it was straight feed to the ego.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I was very wasn't even there mentally.
Okay.
So hearing the whole like that shit happens, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get married. Do you think you're gonna get married?
I don't know now.
I don't know. Period, bro.
I don't know now.
I want me. I want me. Like I want all of me. I want me all the time.
Me.
I want what I want.
Me.
Me. Yes, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like
You're not the first guy that I've came across that has said that. Actually, I remember the first time that we hung out and I met you. I told you, I was like, I get Aquariuses because my best friend is an Aquarius.
Mm.
And we hear, you know what I'm saying? And he has said the same thing to me. He's like, I don't believe in monogamy.
Mm.
I don't think that's for me.
Yeah.
And at first I was upset when I heard about it, you know, when he said it. Because it's like, you know, at the time, I was like, I don't have any siblings. You're going to have to give me some godchildren, okay?
Mm.
But that's another story for another day because I actually do have siblings. So, and I have 4 nieces. 2 nieces, 2 nephews, and I love them. So anyway, and so now when I hear him talk, he got to the point where he was definitely looking for someone, but I'm seeing it now where everybody is so focused. It's either there's 2 types of people in our generation. Either you're 100% focused on whatever you're doing to better yourself, whether you're taking the entrepreneurial route or you're taking the regular 9 to 5. Whatever route you're taking, stick with it. Most definitely. I just want to plug that.
Agreed.
We need people in this world. Everybody is not meant to be entrepreneurs. We need workers still, okay? But we still need people to break out of that mindset. Mm. So anyway, circling back, it's either that or they just out here hoeing.
Yeah. That's and if they try to tell you that they're not, on both sides, especially male and female, if they try to tell you they're not, they're lying ass.
Lying.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Everybody, every dude, every female, they out here, they doing their thing, and that's not knocking them. No. That's not knocking them. Fuck it. How much time we got left to live on this earth?
Not
much.
Not much.
So if you need dick or pussy on a consistent basis, and you're not trying to stick to that one, but everyone is in the same ballpark as you, who fucking?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I don't. Right now, like I feel like a lot of people are in the sense of they're just doing it. They're doing it to trap someone. Mm-hmm. That's what I think it is now. Like, some people are truly, actually 100%. I just want to fuck, or that's it. But I think there's a bigger percentage that go into that. Oh,
got you. Yeah.
To trap someone.
Oh, yeah.
Into a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, yeah, I'm going to entertain this thought right now, but I'm going to think of a way to trap you.
Oh, man. That was a curse for me for a long time, where I'm very open about. I've said it. I say it like I'm not. It's not that I would rather be out here hoeing. Mm-hmm. I just know me. I don't work well in having to be locked into this, because that takes focus. That takes commitment on different levels. So it's never been something that I was like, yo, I gotta do this. I gotta be in relationships. I never been a relationship candidate type of guy in the first place. Right. So it was very interesting to me to see women like pull that move on me. Like, oh, well, no, I get it. I get that for sure. I get it. You doing your thing. Well, then time moves forward. Then it's like, well, I was just thinking, by now things should be different. I'm like, I don't recall ever saying that was the move for me. And then I'm called out. I'm this type of guy. You rather be out here with these females, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, in all reality, I just love me a lot, and I am very greedy with me. And I think more people need to be greedy with themselves. I think you waste a lot of time and energy throwing yourself out there consistently, having to be like, oh, well, I gotta entertain this person. So For the charger?
Yeah. I'm gonna need that. I thought I had my longer one, but I don't.
I don't have the longer one.
Oh, I had a super long one. It might be in the car.
I have a 10 for one at the thing, but why don't you do this? So let's connect it here, and then you set the battery pack on that little thing right there.
Little stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
See?
All right. But yeah, I definitely, you know, put my butt all in the camera. Pretty sure they wouldn't mind.
Post the nudes. Leak the nudes, my guys. Nah, so that's, I mean, again, like I said recently, I'm just now getting to that place. Click the button on the side, boom, to make sure it's charging. The blue lights are on, but cool, so it should be charging. And then
it's because it's angled, it's gonna fall off.
I'm just now getting to a place that I thought I would never get to. You know, I thought that for the rest of my life, I was gonna have to deal with the constant influx of having to be myself at all times, and then also figuring out a way to keep women around at all times as well. Let me break it down. So I know it sounds crazy, so let me break this down for you. When I was on the road doing music, I understood marketing and what my branding needed to be. I can't go host a club and show up with just 4 guys. No. So I have to keep that communication open between myself and certain women, and maybe a lot of women, to be able to have the look to be able to walk into this club and get the look that I'm supposed to be having.
Right.
So I'm thinking about it from that term. That may not go across. Not everyone may understand that, but that's exactly how it is and how I looked at it. I'm getting to a place now, or as of very recently, I got to a place where I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about that look as far as having to be in the clubs and have to show. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I don't have to have that constant connection and BSLA communicating and keeping someone on a loop at all times to be able to have it. I don't need it. I don't. So with that reality comes the fact of there is more. Now I can isolate myself even more than I friggin' already am.
Right.
Like I am a very tucked human being. Don't let social media confuse you. I get it. Like I'm lively. I'm lively.
But you're in your element.
Exactly.
And that's what's the difference.
Yeah, I will be tucked.
You're at home.
Yeah.
Or you're in your car. That's your element. You have complete and total control, and you can be whoever you want to be, and all it is a camera recording your silly moments. That's all it is.
But not everyone understands that. I had a woman tell me. But you're so. No, you don't know. Like you don't know me then.
Right.
If that's what you keep saying, but you've seen me off camera, and you've seen how I move, but you keep using this as an example.
Keep hitting on that. Yeah.
You don't know me at all.
Right, and you're not paying attention at all.
You lost.
Yeah, you lost.
You lost, bro.
You out here swimming like Nemo.
Yeah.
All lost.
We'll stick to ourselves.
Yeah. I think I remember sending you a question when you had your last send me questions, because I'm gonna do an Ask Khleo again. And I remember I sent you a question and you screenshot it and you're like, yo, that's a great question. Like I think you definitely tried to remember the question. But the question was, how do you balance being an introvert and preferring your company to that of others and continue to still network? It's something that I struggle with because I'm just now being able to show my personality to the world, because I'm a super goofy, funny individual. I mean, that's clear, but I have to be like this now, and like it's a little uncomfortable for me. Like I'm comfortable because it's me, but I'm uncomfortable because I'm not used to sharing this with the world.
Yeah.
So I'm putting myself in a very vulnerable state to where you're seeing me how I am pretty much 24/7 in my own element with just me. But I'm not going to bring that right out the gate with, like, if the situation was flipped. Of course I'm going to do this because this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I was sitting in your position, somebody with another podcast was like, hey, I want to have pretty much like a powwow between 2 people that started up a podcast, I would be a lot more
hesitant, standoffish.
No, I don't do the club thing. Like, I might have to do it tonight, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Like, I did it when I first got to LA, and I hit it hard because I knew I wanted to. I was like, it's a new state, a new city. I don't know anyone here. I didn't know a single living soul when I moved here, and I was like, if I don't get out of this house, I'm not going to get out of the house. So I had to force myself out. So the only thing that I could think of to network was, of course, the clubs, because that's where you're going to meet people. Now, before I moved out here, everybody was like, don't get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck is the sauce? So I got to find the sauce first before I can get lost in it.
Yeah.
Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost in the sauce. So I found the sauce. And the sauce is these clubs. And you get fucked up fucking with these clubs.
Yep.
And I peeped that. And so that's cool and everything. And now I've become a very highly desired asset, because apparently I'm just this super beautiful person. I don't see myself that way. I see myself as a beautiful person for my personality. But as far as my looks are concerned, it's like, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
And for people to be like, yo, you're fly and you're dope. Are you an artist? No. I'm just a regular person. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Okay?
I know you're from Dayton.
Yeah, I'm from Dayton. I'm very much so from Dayton. And I was never the girl that was popular. I was never popular in high school. Like, I was a loner. I pretty much was by myself. So a lot of guys, first I was already used to it with a lot of guys that were like, and females that were like, you know, oh, you're always by yourself, da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, yeah, I am. And a lot of guys were like, you don't see females that move like that. Like, but I do certain things for certain reasons. Like how you see, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be in a relationship with someone simply because, or I don't, like, be married to someone simply because it's hard to get to me. And it's hard to get to me, but there's nobody around me. Like, if you want to come and talk to me, you can't go and ask my homegirl. I ain't got no homegirls. You either got to go ask another man, because I got homeboys, or you got to come directly to me. And a lot of guys, they're not, you know, super on that. But we're definitely running out of time. So, I hope y'all enjoyed it this week.
I'll be back.
Most definitely.
I'll be back, bro.
Most definitely.
I'll be back.
Most
we might
definitely.
just do part 2 next week. F it. I'll be back. I don't care.
I got somebody next week.
Oh, okay. So
I mean,
she's booked. I'll try to come back. When she says I can come, we'll come back.
No, most definitely. Most definitely. We can sit here, we can chop it up, and we can keep it going all day long. I hope y'all enjoyed it. The post will definitely be up for the video by Thursday of next week.
Okay.
So everything will be up from the live that's been running. If anybody sees it, y'all can go to the live. We over here. And we'll see y'all next week, man. I hope y'all come back.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
God damn. You definitely beating my shit out, man.
Okay.
Not.
Yeah.
Please tell me I could say this. Story settings. Oh, ass, Jesus.
Ass all out for the followers.
All out for the followers, boy.
Still on?
Yeah, we're gonna stop it though. No, it's offline actually. Oh God, it's still saying live.